County couple is calling for justice tonight after they say they were the victims of a contractor scam last year.
That contractor, Rusty Summit, is accused of scamming dozens of people in Oklahoma and Texas and is currently in jail in Marshall County in southern Oklahoma. Stevens County Sheriff Wayne McKinney opened an investigation a few weeks ago on the couple's claims and filed an affidavit for arrest of both Summit and Summit's wife.
7 News reporter Allie Haddocken reached out to one of the victims in Stevens County today. What's their story on this contractor?
I visited with Margaret Robinson and her husband at their home. They told me they gave nearly $23,000 to Summit, wanting him to build on their land, but they said all they got in return were excuses and an empty lot.
I don't know what egged me on to take pictures, but something just said, take pictures, so I did.
Margaret Robinson flips through pictures she took while Rusty Summit's crew worked on the foundation of a metal building on their land last year. Now, some of those pictures are considered evidence in an investigation into Summit. Robinson says they wanted to build a workshop out back last April. They found Summit online.
He basically talked a real good deal. I mean, I can do this. Yeah, I can give you a better deal than anybody else. It's great. I've got all the building parts.
But high expectations soon dwindled. Margaret says at every part of the project there was an excuse from Summit and a request for more and more money.
So, and he kept telling us, well, I can't find anybody to do it. There's no pumper trucks available. Oh, I've got a guy in Wichita Falls that's going to do it. But no, he canceled on me, and it was one excuse after another.
After a few months, the Robinsons' calls to Summit went unanswered. The foundation sat unfinished for a year. The Robinsons got another contractor on a friend's recommendation to complete the job. But during that time, Margaret did a little digging online and found other victims that claimed Summit had scammed them.
It's terrible. It's terrible to know that there are other victims, but it also, on the other hand, it makes you feel good to know that it wasn't just us. And his trail of victims just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Stevens County Sheriff Wayne McKinney says the number of victims was a key part in their investigations into Summit.
With all the cases that are occurring throughout Oklahoma and Texas, there's no doubt in any of our minds, any of the agencies involved in this investigation, that these people intended to do what they did.
Margaret says her family just wants to tell others of how easy it can be to fall for a scam like this, but that it's easy to protect yourself.
Find somebody that they've done a job for, and if you can't go see it, talk to those people on the phone. Talk to somebody that they've done work for before. Don't just take it for granted just because the guy's got, a really good plan and talks a good talk. Don't believe it.
Sheriff McKinney told me that affidavit for arrest does not mean Summit and his wife are charged with these crimes in Stevens County. He says his office has just recommended the district attorney to file these charges. Stick with us on 7 News for any developments on this story. Reporting in the newsroom, Allie Haddocken, 7 News.
Thanks, Allie.